So we're good. So we're on. We're live. Are we on? Let's do it. Give me a good angle. Let's get going before they start.
And he has it.
Well, I'm going to do a little play-by-play. Sean's going to do the color because no one knows this game like Sean Gervais.
Kind of.
You see Kevin Lindsay taking another photo op with the boys. Two good friends. Looks like is Mouth's gonna let Andy go first, I'm sure, right? Or does he like having the lead?
I know Andy likes to go first, but he has the choice.
Yep, they started. All right.
And Andy's going second.
So Mouth elects to.
Andy had the choice.
How did Andy have the choice?
He was top seed.
Even though the Mouth made it to the King of the Hill? All right.
I think so. Yeah.
Shot by Mouth. Points one. Easy setup. Something Andy's trying to make. He's going to come up a little bit short. No blood essentially after one. So for my money, to me, it's between Andy and Greg as being the greatest GoldenTeeV players ever. I'm very good friends with Andy, but Kinsler and I are really good friends. So I don't know if it's, I don't know, if I think too highly of Greg from all the times for all the years I've been friends with him, but I mean, it's hard to imagine a time when Andy wasn't relevant.
Yeah.
I mean, Andy's been relevant for a long freaking time and been on top of his game for freaking 15 years, right?
True.
Maybe a tough little chip here. Yeah. Not bad. Couple more birds.
Andy's really set himself up for 2 eagle chips on 1 and 2, but couldn't convert either one of them.
Mouth kind of being steady. Takes about 6 seconds and hits that in there for should be a pretty easy eagle putt. Hey, Sandstad, do you really have a video of me jumping off that ledge and breaking my ankle? That's what I want to know.
Wow.
That's a big miss. I said that was an easy putt, and Mouth.
Ooh.
Mouth missed that one. So, I mean, you play Andy a lot in tournaments around the country. I mean, is it easy to get off your game a little bit, knowing that you cannot make a mistake, essentially, usually, against Andy? Is it easy to get in your head a little bit?
No.
Not for you?
No, you just gotta plug along and do what you do. Can't think about him not messing up because he's just not going to mess up. And if he does, you got lucky.
I mean, I'm sure there's a sense of, worry about what you control, and Andy's going to do what Andy's going to do, but you can't mess up.
Right.
You can't make a mistake, which I feel like would put a little extra pressure on you. And,
It does.
That's not a putt Mouth misses.
Right. Mouth should have definitely made that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm curious. Evan Gossett just said that was they need chipping lessons from you. They should have made those chips.
They definitely don't want chipping lessons from me.
Hey, Will, give me the keywords to type in that video. I need to find that. I did watch Shadley slaps Kins into next week, and another shot's coming our way. And I also saw the video of Shadley saves a horse and rides a cowboy. I watched both of those this weekend, and we were dying laughing. So those were 11 years old in Noblesville. So I do want to see the one where I broke my ankle, because that was the most pain of my life. Anyway. I think Mouth said it best, Sean. Before there was Richard King, there was Will with his camera phone, and he was videoing everything.
Yep.
So anyway.
I did not, Marty. Still waiting for the day.
So Andy's still up 1.
2.
Oh, he went up 2.
I don't even know where he lost the second stroke.
I'm not sure either, because I was reminiscing about myself back when I used to play. And if somebody could type on online, tell me how we missed another stroke. Did Mouth miss another putt? Andy might make that shot. We are on Mystic Hills. What year was this course? 7?
No, this was a original 4 course.
What year was that? 5? 1?
I really don't remember.
Help me out, people. I know you're watching. You need to understand, I've been drinking the entire day, so I do need to know what year Mystic Hills came out. Okay, so Mouth got wet. All right. Thanks, Rick. Hi, Rick. Haven't seen you forever, brother. Rick Scoville. Todd Boyer, Mouth watered. Yep, I got it.
Hi, Todd.
Bad guys. We're being past shots and sitting here trying to have some kind of relevance, and watching Mouth's facial expressions are great. In case you missed it last night, Mouth, towards the end of the night, took off his shirt and did put on the Jägermeister models. I mean, it was just a probably extra small women's.
It was very tight
shirt. And it looks so beautiful in it.
2001.
2001. God damn, that's a long time ago. 2001. That was 17 years ago.
That's a lifetime ago.
That was. Did you play in 2001 at all?
Yeah, I started in like 2000.
I played in like 97, 98. Anyway, I couldn't believe that you could hit the backspin button. I mean, it was all about how you hit the,
back in the day, you had to create your own backspin.
You did.
That I do remember.
So Andy, front 9, is still 2 up on Mouth. Andy has to win 3 of these next 5 matches to be able to force the next set of 3 matches. So Mouth, King of the Hill, went undefeated on the winner's side of the Indianapolis Open bracket. Andy went through the loser's bracket to reach the championship match. There will not be a three-peat champion this year.
Not even
Paul
close.
Luna did. He did not. He didn't do very well this year. Yeah. So anyway, Paul won 2 years in a row. This was not going to be his year. I will say that you'd be hard pressed to have a better time than Paul had.
Ooh.
Oh, Mouth, man.
Looking to go down 3 now.
Mouth's not great. He's not missing that shot.
3 strokes.
So knowing Mouth, he is going to go for every single pin from here on out.
And probably lose by 8.
He's probably going to lose by a mile, yeah. Especially when he knows that he has long to go.
We could possibly actually see a DNF this game at some point.
Excuse me, 5 seconds. Cheers. Yeah, you got all of it. Oh man, that's strong. Holy crap, what is that? Is that Crown? God damn. Hey, so we got a comment. Scotsman 4321 said the mic on the second guy is way too close to his mouth. So I'm going to be mic 1. Sean is mic 2. So tell me which one. Mic 1, Chad. Mic 2, Sean.
You're good. You're good. Perfect.
Is it better? Scotsman?
Hello? Hello?
Okay, it's Sean. Sean's too loud. Okay, so we're good.
Mine got turned down.
All right, thanks, brother. We want to create a quality product. Andy's going to cut a nice little driver. Mouth is just, I mean, it comes down to this. Mouth's just got to start making some shots to even have a shot.
I think if it...
I don't think you can really mess up on Mystic. I don't think you can screw
there's not a lot
up.
of swing holes.
You've just...
I was actually thinking if he messed up there, we could see a DNF because it's going to be such a long match.
Hey, they're saying, Sean, stop yelling.
Is my volume better? It got turned down.
Gervais, too loud. That was Will. I think we're better now. Can't hear Chad. Sean is yelling. All we hear is background bar noise. God damn.
We're both on the same volume.
Just keep Sean's face on. All right. Hey, Dizzle, stop it. Dizzle's being a butthole. But Rick was always good at being a butthole. Did you know Rick?
Yeah.
All right. Does he still play?
I don't think so, that I know of.
So I came out of retirement this weekend, in case anyone gives a shit. I mean, Andy's mauling mouth right now. I mean, let's talk about some things that are of interest to me. And I like to talk about me. So I played for 1 month straight. I played a shit ton. A shit ton, Sean.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means for me in 1 month? How many games I played? A shit ton.
Probably like 50?
53 games. 53 games. So I was in an amateur bracket and got a first round bye from qualifying. I was pretty proud of myself. Shot a 26-26, and then we're not going to worry about the last game. 20. Then got a first round bye. I beat some kid from South Bend my first match, and then I lost to Paul Jensen. It's a Chicago guy. And then the wagon beat me. So I'm going to say we went 2-2. 2-2. What's best of 5? That means 3 out of 5. Zach.
Hey,
Scoville,
Zach.
he's played 10 rounds in the past 2 years.
Hey, Zach, how is Maggie?
Is he keeping your dog?
Yes.
Andy's up 4 now. Man, we got a long way to go, and there's a lot of shots to be had.
Yeah, this match is
Literally.
essentially over.
Yeah, it's been over for a minute, I think.
Yeah.
I think once we got up 2, I just don't know how Andy's going to water anything.
We should have seen a DNF, actually, and just move on to the next one.
Can we suggest that?
Oh, yeah. I have a feeling it's going to happen at some point.
Yeah. So I'm going to explain it to everyone again. So in case you're joining us right now, so Andy Haas and Mark, the Mouth, are playing a best of 5. If Andy wins 3 of 5, then they play a best of 3. Because Mark is the king of the hill in the Indianapolis Open. So if Mark wins, he's going to lose this one. If he wins 3 of the next 4, which,
it's
God
over.
Damn, that's hard to do against Andy.
Correct.
If he wins 3 out of 4 against Andy, then
It's
he's
over.
the Indianapolis Open 2018 champion. If he does not do that, they reset, and they will play a best of 3. That's short. Oh, wow. Fringe left. I'll never say it about Haas again. That was short, though. He probably planned it that way. You think he did?
No.
I don't either. I think worst case scenario, he's thinking 30-foot putt. So if Andy wins 3 of 5 here, then 2 of 3 the next go around, then he's the 2000 Open champion. I was really disappointed Evan wasn't here. I haven't seen him for several years, actually. No, McJeff is not there. He did not show up for this. Although he could have won a Yeti cooler and $175 last night in the
Evan
stock
Goss
course.
Is the best player in the world. Just ask him.
I mean, he won it. I mean, he did win it. I don't know. He's a champion. All right, Royal Dubai, game 2. Andy drives the green, and
he's pretty good at that shot.
Yeah, Mouth, honest to God, needs to make this, or he's down 1. I don't see Andy missing that putt.
No, for no.
Mouth is short, backs up. He's going to be 1 under and 77-foot flat putt. That's again. He's not missing that.
No.
So right off the bat, Haas up 1 in a race to 3.
Race to 5. Oh yeah, race to 3. 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Got me confused now.
No, Evans got you confused. We were fine. If you guys won't quit arguing about OF and OFD online, it is wearing me out. You're filling my screen up with this. Stop.
What is OFD?
I don't know. Oh, they meant to spell of, and somebody spelled of D. Continually. So now they're arguing about it. Andy, look at the look on Andy's. Look at the look. Honestly, look at Andy's look right now. He's dialed in.
He's pretty intense.
Yeah, he's dialed in right now. Let's see if Mouth can rein this shit in. He's down 1 after 1, and I guarantee you he's starting to feel a little bit of pressure. And I know you said you worry about yourself, and that's probably the right thing to do. But when you're playing Haas and he's dancing around, feeling good in his pink shorts and his Cleveland Cavaliers T-shirt that doesn't mean shit anymore with LeBron going to L.A.
That's 500 to 1.
You know, Kevin Love is your best player, and he gets hurt like every 7th game with a concussion. I mean, what's that shirt mean? Anyway, God damn, Andy, what a shot. Nice shot. And then
for a Cavs fan.
Yeah, and he's still dancing. He's bobbing. I don't know what he's listening to. We need to ask him between sets if possible. Mouth hits a nice one in. Not a bad setup.
I'll tell you this. If Haas does hit 1 bad shot, the dancing will stop.
Let's watch for that.
What's up, Charles?
Face of a champion. I agree. Andy looks super intense that last shot. Super intense. Let's see who we see in the background. Watching. Is that Baird?
I see Brad Baird.
Yep.
Sex Baird.
Baird, you talk about a bunch of bullshit. Plays as an amateur all weekend long.
Wins everything.
Yeah. The only thing he didn't win was my mortgage. I'd like to give it to him. Walks out with a Yeti cooler and $175 entry into the Cincinnati Open. And is he still alive in the tournament? I think he is.
Brad, yes.
Yeah, he's still alive in the amateur bracket.
He is playing a 3rd place match right now.
The Chad Shrump finished 9 through 12, got $100 back. Gravy Beast. Excuse me, commentators. If you were Haas in this match, would you ever consider OFD? What the fuck does OFD mean?
Stop that.
What? I don't even know what OFD meant.
It said best.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay. Best of 5.
But that's done.
Who's Gravy Beast? What's your name, Gravy? Are you a man, Gravy?
You even like gravy? He is the beast of gravy.
5-wood high tee. Andy got a little chip you'll make.
Yeah, he will definitely make that because he chushed in on me on this hole, so he knows how to chip.
Mouth takes about literally 0.7 seconds. Nice shot, Mark. So if somehow Andy can, I don't know, hit this a hair left. I don't know how he misses this. He's just such a good chipper.
Yeah.
He's been a good chipper for so many years.
Oh,
there it is, hair left.
Wow.
That's the only way you were going to miss that chip, and he did.
Couldn't do that against me.
So Mouth gets one back. So here we go. 10-10. I mean, I don't think anyone was saying that Mouth was out of this, but it's hard to see Andy making mistakes. So great shot by Mouth, staying right in it. Tucks it in nice and tight, and here he is here. And that will be an easy putt. Andy is not dancing now.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. As soon as he
And
makes a mistake, the dancing will stop.
he's going to make Marc's putt, and we're going to go on to the next hole. So I need to know why people didn't come down to Indianapolis. There was only like 40 or 50 people in this tournament.
41 total.
So why aren't you here? Did you not know I was going to come out of retirement for this match and we could party together? I mean, that's got to be at least 3 or 4 people.
That's why I came.
Hey, we made sure, for sure, Sean had, what'd you have this weekend?
Mountain Dew, a.k.a. Gervais juice.
That's right. It was here.
Just for me.
Look at Andy. That's a
Look
handsome
at
mother
the focus.
fucker right there. Look at mouth. Little chubby, but goddamn, he's still a good-looking man.
He's definitely gross.
He looks so good in those underwear and just that small shirt last night. There we go. Still tied. I'm reading everything. Gravy Beast says he didn't come to Indy because he sucks. Hey, I hear you. I do too.
Do you suck gravy?
Ooh, man gravy. It's terrible. All right, so Andy trying to tuck it in a little bit tighter than mouth, and he did.
Oh, with a full.
Ooh, look at that. Production work like I've not seen before. Nice putt, mouth. And here we are. We're still knotted up.
Not drivable.
We are on Royal Dubai. We are on the back 9. We're game 2 of a race to 3, a best of 5. Andy won the first match. Mouth was king of the hill, still is king of the hill. To force Mouth into another set of games, Andy's got to win 3 here. And to get to the next set of matches, Andy will need to win 2 out of those 3. Or Mouth will need to win 2 out of those 3 to be the champion of the 2018 Indianapolis Open. Did we say that correctly? I think we did. A little wiggle in Andy's gait. A little bit of wiggle. Right behind, that's Mike. He's an Indianapolis local. Back in the right corner, that's Steve Dwyer, also known as Dire Wolf. He's also an Indianapolis guy. Plays at Bo and Johnny's in Broad Ripple. And Mouth just hit an absolute horrendous shot. And Andy follows up with a guaranteed eagle.
Birdie.
Oh, it's par 3 birdie. My bad. Mouth chip, good. Nice chip, Mouth. But that's, I mean, he was a full club short there.
I don't know what he did there.
I don't know either. He hits it so fast, it's hard to see what he did.
He's a pretty good chipper, though. So
he's a great chipper.
Like it doesn't matter.
He's a great chipper. Lets him do a lot of shots some people don't want to do. Some people wouldn't try. He's got that faith, and if I miss the green, I'll make the chip.
That was pretty safe.
The fun warden will let all jazz play. I get it. Oh, my. Woo. Andy barely clears that green. He's going to have a 54.
Be the boss now, Jazz. Be the boss.
Right 6, buries it. And that's what they call dead center, by the way. Mouth answers. We are still... Oh, Frank Kalamazoo in the house. My liver is still recovering from last year. I hear you. I've got to work tomorrow, and I am not looking forward to it. I think spearmint bubblegum will be my friend tomorrow. Andy's going to hit first here. 4-wood in, little thumber, and points it. Mouth tries to answer. Whew, about holds it for a one-shot lead. Nice shot by Mouth.
That's probably correct, Zach.
So what's the mindset right now, Sean, of these players? Both are tied. You're deep into the back 9 now on Royal. Are you thinking get to the to the holes that can make a difference in the match. Just stay clean. Don't make a stupid mistake. What are you thinking here?
It honestly looks like they're both playing really safe.
Yeah.
Just trying to wait out the other.
But I guess the other school of thought would be, I mean, these are the holes that you can try to make a move, try to hold something out, which they probably are. They're probably trying to play safe, yet if the shot's there, they're obviously going to try to hold out. If that makes sense. Maybe that doesn't make sense, but
I
know
see
what I'm
Andy
trying to say.
getting close to the screen. Both of them, actually, and going for a chip.
Mouth, nice shot.
Andy's going to pound this up there, I think.
I don't like Mouth's line on that. I think Mouth went too far. I mean, tell me I'm stupid. That's fine, but I don't like his line.
He's definitely eyeing this for a chip.
No, that's a good chip right there.
But we got the water behind, so
yeah,
how aggressive do you
he's got to carry a shitload of water. Did he make it?
Nope.
That's a good chip.
It's not wet, though.
So Andy right now is thinking, what? I can't go wet here. If it goes in coincidentally, then it goes in. But I cannot make this go deep. This has got to be a soft try. Ooh. Andy will sandwich that one. That's another chip. Made it. That's a fun little hole with guys not really trying to make a mistake yet. Having tough chips with consequences behind. Pretty easy setup here.
This hole is just ridiculously easy now that they changed the tee box. It used to be one of the toughest holes. I have no idea what just happened there.
Oh my God!
What just happened there?
I don't know.
That was super bizarre.
That was. I don't even know. I don't know what that was.
I no clue what had just happened there. Like, it wasn't even close.
That was. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, but I know Mouse got a 2-stroke lead with 2 holes to play, and
I wouldn't
18 could be nasty.
I wouldn't say it's going to be 1-1 here, but it's close to being 1-1 for sure.
It is close to being 1-1.
Anything can happen on 18.
So they're both probably going to birdie here.
Yeah, this is a no doubt.
So they'll both get a birdie here. You're going to go in 18. Mouth has a 2-stroke lead and the tee shot. So Mouth is going to show Andy the way here. I don't know what Andy did on 16.
I've never seen anyone lay up here.
Well, I don't know. I think the layup shot might be harder than this shot.
It's definitely tougher than the tee shot. So he's definitely going for it.
Yeah, he's
as the waitress pops
Kathleen says, "Hey, you want another drink?" Mouth says, "Jesus Christ,
Ooh.
Can you predict a better time?"
Is he thinking about laying up?
He's
actually thinking about laying up, but he doesn't know the layup.
He's not laying up. There's 0 chance.
And he went for it.
And he sticks the shit out of it.
All right, so it's 1-1.
It is 1-1. Andy's got to make it and hope that Mouth misses the easiest putt of his life. And that's it. So 1-1 going into game 3.
I still have no idea what happened on 16.
I don't either.
It happened so quick, I didn't even really see it.
Yeah, I'd like to ask Andy what happened on 16. He's 29-27. Mouth takes it. I thought for sure they were going to go to sudden death.
Which would have been big advantage Andy.
Yeah.
Because he already drove hole 1 in regulation.
Back to Safari? Is that what they just picked?
I didn't see it. They changed angles.
I think they got Safari.
One thing they cannot do is play the same course twice in a set.
So that's good. I'm glad you brought that up. So the courses in play are the 5 2018 courses, Rattlesnake and Mystic. So there's an opportunity for 7 different courses. You cannot play, like Sean said, you cannot. That waitress has a pet peeve. I think you're right. Anyway, you cannot play the same course twice in one set. Now, when they start up again, if they do make it to the next set, a race to 2, then you can play again. So obviously,
right?
Obviously, that's the crown talking. You guys knew that.
Setting up for a chip. Probably see the same by Haas.
Yeah,
He likes to chip everything in.
Yeah, here it comes. Andy hit the shit out of that.
Way up there.
Mouth has it. I think Mouth makes this. Nope.
I
haven't seen Mouth miss very many chips this weekend. I don't see Andy missing this either. I mean, the way these two have been playing.
He's going to choose this.
How do you say it?
Shush. It's a non-pullback chip. It just is really good at. There it is.
Money.
Yep. He did that to me twice in our match. That's basically why he won.
I wish I could tell you that's why I lost to Paul Jensen and Chuck Spicer. But the truth of the matter is that had not a goddamn thing to do with it. Who'd you lose to this tournament?
Stenmark and Haas.
Well, I mean, you lost to some great players.
Pretty standard.
So Haas up one right off the bat, and bam, and he holds out two.
Make
Jesus.
it two.
So a two really through Haas through two.
He's really feeling it with the 5 after 2 bombs. Someone get some drinks.
Are you buying drinks, Haas? I better not. Mouth tried to match it.
Quickly down 2 out of the gate without making a mistake.
Yeah. And that's it, right? You're playing clean, basically, essentially minding your own business. After 2 holes, Sean, you're down 2.
Yeah, you can't defend the hole out in golf.
Yep. That's a good ball. That's a good ball by Mouth. I think Mouth's got to just get loose and just let it fly now. I think Mouth's a little tight. It's easy. It's a weird thing to say. The Mouth just won that last match, but that last match was weird because Andy screwed up 16. We'll have to ask Andy later what happened on 16 because I don't know what he did. I don't know if he tried to soft a shot back in there and it went nowhere.
It absolutely went nowhere. I'd like to know.
I'm not sure Andy knows what happened.
I don't think so either. He looked very perplexed.
Couple easy putts on this par 4.
So he had the wrong club. He was hitting a 3-wood, I think and maybe wanted the 10-5 driver, my guess.
So that's 2 guys saying that. I'm not going to say you're wrong because you might be absolutely right, but I didn't notice that.
I saw a 3-wood. So I'm thinking he wanted the 10-5 and didn't get it. Well, that was way short.
Jesus. It's a nice second shot, though. He might make this. It's a good shot. I mean, anytime you give Haas a straight wind, I think Andy was probably thinking there, that's not that good of a shot.
There with a super 2-iron. White. He's going to plop this on. Oh, backspin, huh?
That waitress has a pet pig. Hey, Kathleen, do you have a pet pig? All right, well, it's been confirmed. She does have a pet pig.
Who the fuck is asking you about my pig?
6-foot stink.
Who's that?
Is that Paul Lady that thinks you have? Do you know Paul? Paul from last year? Tattoos, little chain, wallet chain, Greg's buddy from Chicago. Yeah, he said you have a pet pig.
I do have a pet pig.
It's very interesting.
His name's Jackson.
His name's Jackson.
Shout out to Jackson the pig.
So, honest answer here. Do you eat bacon? Ham?
Only reason I don't eat ham is because it makes me anemic.
Do you eat bacon in front of your pig, Jackson?
Every time I go to Wendy's.
Oh, my God. That poor pig.
If we had the zombie apocalypse and you had to eat Jackson, would you? That's a good call.
So, Staceman is saying that whoever BCS 758 is, you're wrong. Please, I mean, for the sake of all, don't get White Fury out in public. So apologize for everything you wrote, BCS 758, and just be quiet, because we don't want an angry statesman. Have you ever killed an alligator, Sean?
No.
Statesman has killed many alligators. Hey, Paul, she acted like she didn't know you, but I saw a little twinkle in that eye. She knew you. She knew you, bub. All right, so we are rolling along. We're going to go with a... Is he going low here? Oh, he's going over. So Mouth is going to go over with his 9-wood and does a nice job. Both are probably 20 feet away. Mouth makes his putt. Andy's going to make his couple of eagles, and we're going to move on to the next hole. And right now, Andy still has a 2-stroke lead, and that was a chip in on 1, and he holes out 2. So Mouth has done not a thing wrong, playing well, and he's down 2 strokes to Andy Haas, and they're raced to 3, which they're both tied 1-1. Now, that was not the greatest shot in the world. I mean, it's fine.
He rushed it.
Yeah, I mean, he's fine.
He's trying to fly through this match right now.
And Mouth comes up a little bit short, but he had a really nice line on that fly to the ball. Mouth makes Andy's putt. Mouth's going to make his putt. We're going to go into the next hole, and we're down 2.
I don't really see any blood happening until possibly 13 here.
And what's up with 13?
13 is a tough, could be tough, drivable par 4, island green.
Yep.
And I just don't see anything happening until then.
I don't know what it is about 13. Sometimes I think I've killed the ball, hit a perfect 180, and it doesn't get on the green. And it might only be 336 carries, something like that. And I'm thinking, how did that not happen? So, I mean, crazy things can happen on 13, especially with bad players. But when you're talking about Andy and Mouth, I don't think you're going to see anything crazy. But if we're talking like a 346, 356 kind of hole.
Into the wind
especially, we'll see what we get. Staceman said too late. White Fury is amongst us.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Stace?
I do enjoy a little White Fury. Played Golden Tee with him 6, 7, 8 years ago in Houston. Daniel Graylap, I was his best man at his wedding. If you guys don't know who Bear is, Daniel Graylap was a frickin' hell of a player 10 years ago. Did you ever play with Graylap?
Yeah.
And just quit playing. But man, Bear could play. So anyway, Bear got married in Cozumel, Mexico on a cruise. And we stopped in Houston the night before, and I believe drinks were taken by most. Had a pretty good time playing at the mezzanine. Is that where we were? The mezzanine lounge or something like that? I'm pretty sure I ate some jalapeno things they called crickets or grass. I don't know what it was. Anyway, that was a fun night. If I say anything wrong there, let me know. Ooh, Mouth goes a little bit deep, and that is not the easiest chip of all time.
But he still cans it.
Yeah, he did, but he barely made that.
I would have missed that chip.
He barely made that chip. That thing was right.
All right, here we are at 13. And Aldo, not even thinking about it, just laying out.
You're up 2. So, Mouth has to go for this, doesn't he?
Mouth
He's got to.
Is going to probably go for
I don't know how you don't. You've got to create a stroke.
Yes.
And he's wet. So
now
you're really in bad trouble. Now you're down 2, plus you're going to be down.
He's already down
3.
He's already down 2.
Right. So yeah, he's going to be down 3. So he's got to make this chip to stay 2 down. Which you made a good run at it, but he's down 3 now, going into 14.
Like I predicted, we won't see blood until 13.
That was a good call, Sean. Andy said, I am not touching that shot. Mouth, if you want to try it, go for it. Mouth just carries it a little bit right. Doesn't want to stay on the green, and just like that, Andy with a frickin' humongous 3-stroke lead with not a whole lot. 4-stroke lead.
I almost called that one.
Andy thumbs. Mouth has got to make this.
down 4 essentially if he doesn't make this.
He's got to make it. He's got to make it.
He's got a different club.
And he does not make it. So it's Andy Haas. I mean, unless something crazy happens, we are going to be 2-1 Andy after 3 in our race for 3. And again, for those of you just now getting on and saying, hey, Indianapolis Open should be close to being done tonight, you're right, it is about done. We're in the finals of the professional bracket. Marc the Mouth was the king of the hill. For Andy to get to, Andy was the winner of the loser's bracket. He advanced all the way through. And for him to get to a 2018 championship, he's got to beat Mouth 5 times out of 8.
A little long there, but should make the chip.
He should make it. That's a tough chip, too.
That's a tougher chip.
Yeah, that's a lot tougher.
This one, not so much. Straight down.
But I'll tell you, I mean, it's an easier chip. But this thing could hit right below the hole and spin out, hit the pin. It's not the easiest chip of all time. See? See how tough that was?
This is tougher.
Yeah, Mouth's been chipping great, and he missed it. So he's down 5. So this is it.
This match is all but over.
If Mouth wants to, and he doesn't quit. So we are going to play 16, 17, 18. Andy Haas is on 32 pace. Andy on 32 pace. So here's what we're playing for tonight, in case you wanted to know. The Indianapolis Open brought to you by Gametime Amusements and Old Pros Table. Richard King here from GoldenTeeTV. First place for the professional bracket is $2,500. And the second place prize is $1,000. The Calcutta is $772. And second place Calcutta is $580. There's the big one. Amateur bracket. So those of you that didn't come, because you thought, did Mouth just hold that? He did, and he's only down 4. 4 going at 18. It really doesn't matter. But good shot by Mouth. Good shot by Mouth. Get himself going, pumped up for the next match. So if you wanted to not come to Indy, because I don't know, man, I'm just kind of an amateur. First place in the amateur bracket this year. Strap it down, boys. I want to tell you what it is. $2,000 for the amateur. $2,000. Second place for the amateur bracket this year, what we used to call the purple bracket, $800. That's legitimate. Wow.
And
back to back Mouth. I'm talking about amateur. So Mouth goes
ace.
eagle, double eagle.
So ace.
No, he did. He double eagle, didn't he?
No, ace.
17 was a par 3.
Yeah.
So eagle, double eagle, ace.
To lose by 3.
And he's still going to lose. But let me tell you what did happen. For those of you that didn't notice, Mouth did hit the hole and win for a $77 score on 18. That was funny.
And he's just laughing. He's like, thank God I was up 5.
Yeah, no shit. It's nice shooting by Mouth. So we got a lot of money we're playing for. I mean, that's what we're basically telling you.
The ace finish was fun.
To lose by 3?
Yeah, to lose by 3. That's hilarious.
Hey, let me know if one of you guys runs to...
So now Haas is up 2 games to 1. He needs 1 more win to force an additional 3-game set.
Yeah. So if Mouth gets a little bit hot again, Mouth got hot. 17, 18, he's starting to feel like himself. If he gets hot, wins back-to-back games, he's the 2018 Indianapolis Open champion.
Would they get Mayfield now?
Did they pick Mayfield?
I think it was Mayfield.
I hope not.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a boring course. I like to see him play Rhineland.
I think Ryan will be next if Mouth somehow wins. I shouldn't say somehow wins because...
Well, Baird. Yeah, never mind.
I can't tell. I don't think it's Mayfield. I can't imagine 30 being the best score.
God, Mouse.
Character's very ugly.
I mean, that's so disgusting.
Is that Vladimir Putin?
That's a naked Putin. That's what I look like naked
Super
anymore.
ugly.
Put a little bit of belly there. Okay, Boyer said they picked Rhineland. That's good. Oh yeah, they did.
Oh, good.
Sweet.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think Mayfield.
I didn't want to see
30
Mayfield.
was-
I mean, Mayfield for mortals. I don't know. Maybe for these
I
guys.
foresee both of them getting on the green here.
So 433.
Yep. They should both drive this.
I agree. And big hop here. That's a nice shot.
No 3 aces in a row.
Oh, that's a good call. He needs to put a little effort in it. So I hate that C3 shot from there. I'd rather do A1, and I know what the wind looked like.
Andy's going to do A1 for sure.
Yeah, I just C3. I can hit A1 a lot farther than I can C3.
Changing balls to
What's he going to?
red, whichever
Streaks?
that is.
It's got to get up.
Wow,
Get
that's
up.
way
Get
short.
up. Yeah.
Wow.
Another cush.
Yep. Shush.
Chush.
Oh.
Oh my.
Shorted. Look at his face.
Yeah,
The pain. The pain. He has now lost 3 consecutive strokes.
Woo.
Going back to last
Yeah.
game.
So Mouth has won 17,
Mouth has
18, and 1. He's on fire.
Mouth has momentum.
Momentum. Mouth shoes, though. Those are nice.
Notice the dancing has definitely stopped.
Andy's shoes look like a couple of, like somebody broke their shins. God, I can't even hardly look at Mouse. I mean, his costume makes me almost grossed out. Makes me a little upset in my tummy. And when you're talking about being upset about your tummy, please pick Tums to solve all your problems. This broadcast is brought to you by Tums and the Old Pros Table and Gametime Amusements. Had a great weekend.
Oh,
Wow. Good Lord.
wow.
4 straight holes won by Mouth.
That's correct.
It's a bloodbath, folks. A bloodbath.
So last game, Andy was up 2 early and cruised. Now Mouth is up 2. Will he cruise?
The only difference, this Mouth was still perfect through 2. Andy's, I mean, to me, not driving 1 was a mistake.
Correct. Let's see what happens here on the window.
Oh, my
we got a
God.
miss.
He missed the window.
And we should have an even match.
That's going to stop.
He's going to have to go back to the fairway on that.
Oh, my God. I bet that might be the first time Mouth's missed a window in weeks.
Probably. Yeah, we're going to have a tie match here after 3.
Unbelievable.
This has got to go to the fairway.
So he gets a bad break by not getting it where it goes back into the water, where he gets a chip on the green. He's going to go back to the fairway.
It's the only shot.
The absolute best case scenario here is, and as hot as he is, he needs to hold this out.
He might make this. I wouldn't doubt it. It wouldn't
Hold this out
surprise
for a birdie.
It would not surprise me.
He's got a straight 4-mile-an-hour wind, backspin forward, straight thumb. I don't think it's going to come down enough.
He pretty much told himself, don't be short.
Yeah. So just like that, all the hard work is gone in one swing of the club. Rhineland number 3 rears its ugly fucking head with its garbage can third hole, hitting it through a ridiculous window. Jim Zielinski, I don't know how you thought of that. I'm good with it.
Clown.
We've all got to hit it.
Clown hole.
But it's a clown hole. I mean, you're hitting it through priceless 1600 stained glass from some kind of monastery.
2 windows.
Yeah, 2 windows.
The second window is automatic once you get through the first one.
Yeah.
Mouth is...
Really, you just got to hit
Yes.
the frame, right? I mean, you just got to
Yes.
hit around. You don't have to really hit the window. You just got to hit the frame.
And we could see some dancing again now that he's back in the game.
So we were all knotted up. Mouth was on fire, had won 4 straight holes, and between 2 games. And just like that, a mistake on number 3 of Rhineland. He hits the mortar and bricks instead of the window, and just like that, you're tied. You cannot screw up against Andy. You can't. I can't wait to see what kind of little drop box you got to hit the ball through on the 2019 courses.
Ooh.
I mean, are we going to have a...
Yeah, he's...
Oh, wow.
He's
on
flustered.
tilt.
He's very flustered right now.
I don't know if we're going to have a building where you've got to hit the 6th floor mailroom and go through their little drop box in their door, which exits out the back of the room into on a green where the CEO plays his putting green. I don't know. But, I mean, the Rhineland hole, I don't even know how someone can think that is a viable hole. It's ridiculous.
And to be so early in the course, like,
yeah,
I could totally see that being the 18th hole.
Yeah,
and
I agree with that.
3.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, I'm done. A little editorial from a guy that doesn't play nearly enough, and I know it's not that hard of a shot. But I know all of us every once in a while screws it up, and then you think, God, my whole round's ruined.
Mouth is completely flustered right now.
I mean, Sean, what do you think? You missed that window. You ready to quit the game?
No.
Yeah, well,
you got to refocus. I was playing Kinzer earlier, and we played Rhineland, and I was up 1, and I watered hole 3. I missed the window, and he picked up 2 strokes to take a 1-stroke lead, and I stayed focused, and we flip-flopped a couple strokes here and there throughout the match, but I ended up winning. So
that's good focus.
You got to stay in the moment. You got to forget about that you just messed up and move on to the next hole.
We've got a lot of money in front of us right now.
Yeah, we should
the prize money.
We should just take the money and run.
2,500 and
there's like 10 grand sitting in front of us.
Yeah, it's 3,300, 4,300.
Plus all the Calcutta.
4,900, 69, 71, 8. There's $8,200 literally sitting at my disposal. And people just assume we're good guys, and we're not going to mess with that. And we're not.
DNF cometh. That could possibly happen, but...
I don't think so. Mouth picked up a stroke last hole.
If he does DNF, he's essentially given up the king of the hill.
Yeah. You got to play it out. We're way too early. There's a lot of swing holes to go. A lot of swing holes to go. And good shot. I don't know why we would think a DNF is coming. I mean, Andy's only up 1 stroke.
It feels like he should be up a bunch, but he was down too early.
Right. I'm sure Andy thinks, how in the hell am I in this match right now?
Yeah.
Mouth picks up 2 quick strokes early. Then it gives him right back on Rhineland 3, clown hole. We won't talk about that anymore. And here we are. Boy, Mouth plays quick.
Super quick.
When I play with Mouth, sometimes I just think, man, I hate slowing him up so bad. Back in the day when I was good, I wouldn't care. But now that I'm not that good, I just want to play fast, get him through it. That is a rough front, but Andy has a 12-under lead to 11-under on Mouth. Up 1. Neither play clean, far from it. Big tournament pressure, you could say, maybe. But that's where we are. Mouth down 2 matches to 1. Best of 5, race to 3, Evan.
Oh, yeah. 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 And I've never drank in my life either.
If If Mouth wins the next 2 matches, he is the Indianapolis champion. And if Andy wins this one, we go to another set of matches. Oh, Andy just went wet. Wow. That is a frickin' mistake. That did not look like a bad, that didn't look like a hard shot at all. Andy carried that a little bit far. What's that? No, I'm fine, thank you. Wow.
He watered?
Yeah, he watered.
Yeah, this is far from over.
That was an easy shot as far as this hole goes. Mouth buries the putt. It hangs on the right edge, and now Mouth is up 1.
Down 1 to up 1. Just like that again.
There's another swing hole. Sean Gervais talks about the swing holes.
This is exactly what happened in my match with Kinzer. I was down 1, and he watered.
Ooh, I hate this shot here. I hate it. Good shot, Mouth. Hate it. Is he going to hit that island, too, or is he going to go to the fairway?
Fairway.
Yeah.
I typically go to the island. I don't know why, but I do.
This thing is, I mean, look at that versus that little island. It's
little, but it's not that little when you hit it all the time.
Oh!
Jeez.
Mouth about drains it.
Mouth's starting to feel it again. Seth, you call everyone a clown.
I think Seth came to the Indianapolis World Qualifier about 3 or 4 months ago, I think.
I don't think so.
And I don't think I met Seth.
He was already qualified.
Was he already qualified?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he wasn't there.
You think it's Seth Harris that won it?
Oh, is that who I was thinking
who
of?
won
Okay,
it.
yeah. You're right.
Get a couple Seths in the community.
All right. Well, make a guy feel dumb. That's me.
That's what I'm here for.
Seth, never mind. Clearly, I was talking about Seth Harris.
Shout out to Seth Harris if you're watching.
Mouth going into 14, 1-stroke lead, has honors, and here is another swing hole.
Yes, for sure. This looks like
It's a 3-wood low?
Low T 3-wood, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
But he's thinking about an 8.5 driver.
He sure is.
I know nothing about that club. I don't have it.
It's perfect.
And that's why he's still in the tournament. I'm not.
That's why I'm playing in the amateur bracket. That's why you're calling a match with me. That was dead nuts perfect.
I guess 8.5 is the shot. Maybe I need to invest in that club.
That's going to go a long way and not make the green. That's going to be another stroke most likely. Although Andy's capable, obviously, making this chip.
This is a tough one. That's one of the toughest chips in the game.
Yep. Mouth will take a 2-stroke lead into 15.
This has definitely been a swing fest match so far.
Seth, am I a clown? This is Chad Shrimp. Or do I not know enough to be a clown? All right, so what's Mouth going to do here? What do you think? 3-wood or 10?
High 3.
High 3.
Just put it on the green, make a putt.
Oh, that's short.
Oh,
ooh.
There's a little bounce up area.
Damn. That looks short.
For a split second, it did. He's going with the 10-5.
Anybody else think that was short? Shit, I thought it was short.
So
they're both going to double eagle. And another swing hole that most likely will not swing. So 2-stroke lead still for Marc the Mouth.
All right, on to 16, which is pretty easy, but can be tricky if you're not hitting a good shot.
I'm getting chirped on my phone. I'm getting text telling me how old I am, and so is Gervais. I'm getting chirped, people. And he's throwing one in. Andy throwing a dart at the pin. Let nature do its thing. A naked shot into the green. Mouth, that might be short. Is that in the trap? I can't tell. Yeah, that went in the
like
trap.
I said, it could be a tough hole.
It can. That's. I mean,
it's an easy
goddamn.
hole.
I mean, when you've got a 2 or 3 stroke lead, how do you make that mistake?
Yeah, you got to put that on the green. And
Yeah, I mean,
now he just.
This is what happens.
Now he just really messed up.
I mean, he's too good of a player to make mental mistakes like that. You can't be short on this hole. You can't. You cannot. So he's going to give up 2 strokes on this hole.
That's
And we are we tied or is
I think
he
it's
up
tied
1?
again.
Was it 2 or 3?
2.
Yeah, we're tied, 21-20. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a bad mistake.
And I'm not rooting for Mouth. I'm not rooting for Andy. I honest to God, could give a shit less who wins. I like both guys.
But that was a terrible mistake.
But he's way too good of a player to make a mistake like that. It's just unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
As Andy about frickin' flies that in the hole. Mouth tries to answer it with a good shot.
I think we're going to see blood on 18, and it's not going to go to sudden death. That's my prediction. And if Andy wins, we go to an additional new set of 3.
Yes, we do. 2 iron. And, oh my,
That's
what a shot.
Super spin.
What a shot.
Let's see what he's got. I'd hit a low forward, personally.
Mouth is saying, motherfuck.
With the low 5, and he clipped it.
Wow, that's it. We're going to another match. We're going to best of 3, boys.
Yep. No longer king of the hill.
And if you heard, I heard Andy from the background. That's why I've got that club. That's why I've got that club. So Mark goes 2-stroke lead going into 16, and he comes out tied. In 18, he loses a couple strokes, and it's over. Andy Haas takes Mark the Mouth out of the King of the Hill, and they will go play 3 more games, maybe. It's a race to 2. The first guy win 2 games. Chuck Spies or Chuck Wagon out of here, heading back home. Good seeing you, brother. Good seeing you.